Hola mis sirenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Sirenita, and today we're doing a tutorial review and swatches of Colourpop's Lush Life palette. I didn't get the whole entire collection, so I can't say collection. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna stick to palette and some extra stuff that I have here. But I did manage to get the 3 Lux Glosses, and I did get the 3 Creme Gel Liners. I did not get the cheek stuff because that's a newer formula for me, especially for me. I prefer matte blushes, just straight up matte blushes. I don't like fancy stuff like liquid or sticks. I've tried the sticks from Colourpop. I'm not a fan. And I can tell you that I still ended up getting a blush stick from the Cabana Club one that was like Ultra exclusive right now. I did end up getting like the brightest pink one because I was like, you know what? If only that was an actual matte blush, like I would be over the moon with that color because it's just this vibrant, hot pinkish type of tone. But I only got the blush sticks, and I'm still going to try it again to see if that one wins me over a little bit. I'm telling you, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't find like it's a workable formula. It's like buildable, but at the same time, I feel like I'm so used to matte that that's just what I prefer. That's just me. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, you know, it's not my go-to. But I will say that at the new Cherry collection, they have that two little chip tint ones. And I did get that as part of the collection. So we will be looking into, I will be using them and giving you guys my overall opinion of that product. But I'm telling you, as of now, this one right here, this collection, I did not buy it, okay? So the package comes like this, right? The packaging of this palette. It does not have any eye safety warnings. I'm loving this packaging. It is like A+, right? Always. Like, they win me with this packaging. I love tropical sort of themed things, especially if they have toucans in it. Like, they have toucans in it. I don't know why. I love stuff like that. When you get it out of the packaging, it's the same exact thing. It's just, you know, this is the actual palette, Colourpop Lush Life. But it's the same thing. It does have a little plastic covering that covers it. And it has Colourpop right here. No mirror. It's just the same type of design. Just like the other one. These are the tones in here, you guys. Now, it is kind of hard to show you guys the actual tones because of this reflective surface that they have here. But the tones in here are super pretty. I didn't expect to like the palette that much. But once I started using it, I was like, I'm here for this, okay? I'm here for this. Now, before we move on to the swatches, because that's usually the last thing I do, you guys can always look in the description box if you're looking for like timestamps of when I swatch each product. I will start with the Lux Glosses, and we will be doing lip swatches of each color in here, okay? Each of the tones. It does come with Orchid, Vanda, and Peace Lily. Those are the names of each one of these Lux Glosses. I always start with the lightest one, which I'm going to take that is Orchid. Now, each of the actual packaging is pretty much the same as the palette. When you take them out, they each have this tone. So this is a Lux Gloss. This is supposed to be the lightest one. This is Orchid. Orchid looks like this fiery orange. I'm going to take them all out, and then I'm going to show you guys because I'm pretty sure that's probably not the lightest one. So next I'm going to take Vanda, which I am assuming is supposed to be the darkest one. Because that's what it looks like. They give you a little color, what they're supposed to look like, supposedly. Then you take it out, you're like, that doesn't look anything like that. Ooh, they look very similar, too, you guys. Vanda doesn't look that far off from Orchid. Look at. There may be like 1 or 2 tone difference. But I will be doing orange swatches and lip swatches. You guys already know how I do it here. Then Peace Lily right here. Yeah, Peace Lily is the lightest one. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that Peace Lily happens to be my favorite plant. I have at least 10 Peace Lilies in my house. Like, that is like my favorite plant. People like to think they're over dramatic, but I just think they're more like me because I'm over dramatic too. Like, they're extra, just like me. And this one is just like this very nudish, I want to call it like a nude rose with a lot of glitter in it. It has a lot of shimmer in it, so I'm going to start with this one, I believe, and then we'll move on to Vanda, and then Orchid, which Orchid seems to be the darkest one. They're like so close. Why would you give me 2 shades of orange? I don't get that. Honestly, I don't get that. I'm going to give you guys a close-up like this and just show you guys. You guys can see a little lettering of what I'm swatching on my lips, okay? Okay, so just real quick, honestly, I did not see the difference between both of these tones. I would really recommend that you guys just choose one. Vanda just happens to be the darkest one, which is the last one that I just showed you guys. Orchid is not that far off from it. Like, you can barely even see a tint of what I would consider this peachy orange tone. Peace Lily seems to be it is the most practical shade, right? If you don't like micro glitters, then I would suggest you stick to these two, either one of these, because these are just smooth gloss on top with a tint of color. This one, you can actually feel the micro glitter, and it's not a pleasant feeling. Now, I will tell you guys that they messed up my packaging. Both of these, Vanda and Orchid, even though they do tell me what they are on the bottom, the actual packaging, both of them say Peace Lily on it, which is really weird, you know, because normally it'll say Vanda and it'll say Orchid on the actual packaging apart from the bottom. And this one only says, like, on Peace Lily, it says Peace Lily right here, Peace Lily right here. But, like, on this one, Orchid, it says Orchid right here, and then it says Peace Lily on the actual package. I don't even know. They must be off their rockers over there at Colourpop. They messed it all the way up, but whatever, you know. So, real quick, let me do some arm swatches, you guys. I totally forgot to give you guys arm swatches. I'm just going to go in the same order that it appears on my lips when I gave you guys the lip swatches. I'm just going to say the name, and I want to give you guys a little quick arm swatch, and then give you guys a close-up, okay? Peace Lily. Orchid. Vanda. And those are all three Lux Glosses. Let's move on to the Creme Gel Liner. So the Creme Gel Liners, you guys, come like this with the same packaging. One is called Two Can Do It, which is the one I have in my waterline. Then they have Canopy and a Glow. They're very, very pretty. I mean, the one that I'm wearing right now, I don't really see a whole lot difference. I could see the gold tint in my waterline. But to say that you could honestly see it from far away, I don't think anything is that far away. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to give you little quick arm swatches. And I'm not going to talk. I'm just literally going to say this word right here. Like for example, I'm going to say Two Can Do It. And just give you guys a little close-up. Then I'll give you guys an overall close-up when I have all three, just to show you guys and get it out of the way, so this is not like a super long video, okay? Two Can Do It. A Glow. Canopy. And those are the three Creme Gel Liners, you guys. I gotta say, I'm very in love with A Glow and Canopy. Like, so... Canopy is just this very matte, dark green, foresty green. A Glow is just like this metallic, I want to call it like an aquamarine green, sort of. I don't know, it's so freaking beautiful. Definitely, the yellow one is not a big deal. It reminds me a lot of Sub-Zero, as a matter of fact. So, I don't know. I don't feel like you need it. Definitely, these two are like the most unique in this collection. So, I really recommend either one of these. I just think they stand out a lot more. The yellow one looks not so much different from Sub-Zero. As a matter of fact, I could probably consider it maybe like a dupe, or it's probably a re-promoted shade and they just slapped a new name on it. I don't know what to tell you. It looks so similar. So let's get to the palette, you guys. I'm just going to start the swatches right away because I already gave you guys a kind of close-up and a breakdown of the palette shades. I will tell you guys that I use this one as my transition shade. And this one's not that far off from Noni right here. They're both matte. They're both like terracotta orange type of tones. Noni is just darker, maybe like 2 shades darker, so it's not really a huge deal. I love all the tones in here. Maybe Echo is the only one that I wouldn't use, and even then, Echo still, I think it's still workable for me. I used Hotness, which is so beautiful. These two are so beautiful. Like, I love every single tone in here. It's so freaking pretty. I'm going to start right here in this corner. I'm going to go clear across each row till we get to the end of this palette, okay? So the first one is called Echo, and like I said, it's just this very... It looks like a nude peach, but it's more like a peach tone orange matte. Then you have Wildlife, and Wildlife is this gold type of shimmer. Champagne gold. That is my inner corner highlight. It's Paradise. This one's so freaking pretty, like crazy pretty. It reminds me of like a money gold green type of situation. But look at that. Like, oh, it's so freaking pretty in person, you guys. You have to really see it in person to really appreciate it. Guava is a terracotta orange matte, like I said. It's very pretty. This is the one I used as my transition shade. And I honestly had no problems with it. It's just very, very pretty shade overall. In the next row, we have Hotness. Hotness is that same thing, like a terracotta orange, but it's just a shimmer shade version of it. I love it so much because it's just like intense. And it almost has this metallic sheen to it. When I applied it in my bottom lid right here, I was like, wow. It's such a beautiful, beautiful shade. Pom Pom. I'm in love with this tone, you guys. It's like a lime green. It's just like this very intense lime green shimmer. And I don't know. When I applied it, I wasn't expecting to love it that much. And like, oh, look at that. Like, I have it right here. And it's just so freaking pretty. I love it. Juicy. This one is a gorgeous teal green shimmer. And I'm like in love with this tone. I used it today and it's just so pigmented, in your face, creamy shimmer. It's just very creamy when you apply it. Hideaway, this one is like a bronze tone shimmer. I love that they added this one though, because you have that option of that neutral shade in there, and it's so pretty. In the next row we have Noni, and like I said, Noni is not that far off from that other one. It's just darker, but it's definitely within that same range of orange terracotta hue to it. This one does seem a little gritty to the touch, like the formula is dry and gritty. I don't think it's going to give you problems, but then again, you know, I didn't use it, so I just like to note it though. On the Prow is this dark green matte. That's such a pretty shade too. Monsoon is this like super ultra intense blue. I will tell you guys that it does feel kind of dry. It does look somewhat patchy right here on the sides, but I used that shade and it did take like quite a bit of building up, and you do have some type of fallout on the face. So definitely eyes before face. If not, use like tape or something to put down, because it's like little tiny little specks right here of the fallout. And then once you try to wipe it, I was able to clean up really, really good. I didn't have no problem. Usually with the blue especially, I try to clean up and it makes it worse. In this case, I was able to clean it up completely and it wasn't a big deal. But I like to mention, just in case, you know, you guys have problems with that. Eden is the last shade in here, and it is just a dark brown matte. I'm loving that they added Eden. It's just a very nice option, especially if you want neutrals with just a pop of color. Like I said, this one's a pretty neutral bronze, and then you have that brown. And then I love all these tones, and those are all the tones in here, you guys. Like I said, I really recommend this palette. I honestly like it. I didn't try the cheek stuff, but in the next cherry collection, I will be receiving those cheek stuff, and we'll be able to try it on. See if I like it or not. You know, you never know. I like to try stuff out. I don't like to just dismiss things. But if there's a way around it and I don't have to buy it, then I won't buy it. You know, if it's cheaper just to like leave it out, it's not something that I'm going to pretty much use every dang day. Then why am I going to have it here, right? So that's pretty much it, you guys. If you guys want to see how I created this look today, then just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so for my first color, I'm going to go in with Guava right here, which is a very terracotta orangey, but like a very light orange compared to like Noni, which is a very deep dark orange. And it is a matte. I'm going to use it as my transition shade. Basically just pack it into my crease and then diffuse as I work myself up to my eyebrow. Okay, that is what you guys are going to see me do. So now I'm going to take Pom Pom right here, which is a very just oh my god, that's just this incredible vibrant lime green shimmer. And I'm going to take it with my finger and I'm going to apply it on this part of my lid right here, about halfway. That is what you guys can hear me do, okay? Next, I'm going to take Juicy right here, which is another shimmer. But this Juicy shade, like, y'all, it is so freaking beautiful. It's this teal, just, oh, I just love it. I love it. It's very creamy. The way it applies is like metallic looking almost on the eye. It's just so beautiful. Honestly, it's like by far my favorite shade in this palette. I was like, I was just not expecting that. When I put it on, I was like, this is like buttery smooth. And the pigmentation, like, it just blew me out of the water. I'm going to take that shade with my finger and I'm just going to apply it on this side of my eye right here. Okay, just like I did on this side, if you guys can notice it. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, okay? And now I'm going to take Monsoon right here, which is a very ultra blue. It's like super vibrant blue. It is a matte. This has quite a bit of fallout, so I would really highly recommend your eyes before the rest of your face, or at least put something down right here like a piece of tape. I can't find my tape for the life of me. I thought about it earlier when I was doing this. I was like, you know what? I should really get accustomed to putting tape just for that fallout, because it does have a little bit and you're going to be wiping off. I had to wipe this side just to like get it to clean it up a little. So do expect that. I imagine that on the Prowl will be the same amount of fallout because they look the same kind of powdery matte. I don't know, but I'm telling you that one does have fallout. I'm going to use that one and I'm going to take it on this little brush. This is an Alter Ego number 7, and I'm just going to put it right here in this corner and then down here about halfway. And that's what you guys can hear me do, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to take Hotness right here, which is an orange shimmer. And I'm just going to apply it right here on this bottom, basically blending into that blue that's already there with my finger, okay? You guys want to use a pencil brush or whatever, it's totally fine. You guys already know. I'm not here to tell you how to apply it. I'm just telling you what I did, and you decide what's best for you, okay? So that's what you guys can see me do. Finally, for my inner corner highlight, I used Wildlife right here, and you guys are just going to see me put it in there with my finger like always, okay? So this is the finished eye look today, you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. I really like these colors in this palette, man. Colourpop did right with this one. It really does have color. The colors are very vibrant. I don't know. I like it. So let me back you guys out and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I really like this palette. I think it's really cute. I think the colors in here are worth having. This is one of the times that when I saw it online, you know, I was like, you know, genuinely excited for it because I like tropical theme type of things. And I especially love if they have greens and blues, which this does have. But still, like, it's very, very pretty palette. A+ with the packaging, like always, because they always give me with the packaging. I also bought the 3 lip glosses that come in this set, so I will be doing swatches of that. And I bought the 3 cream gel liners. I did not buy the cheek tints because I prefer powdered matte type of stuff. I will be buying those though coming up because that new one that they just released, the cherry collection, I got it included. So I will be swatching that, eventually trying that out. It is a new formula, so I'm not really used to that type of formula for cheek stuff. I'm used to just powdered matte blushes, you guys. That's what I'm used to. So I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.